Ex-cops and police constable accused of using fake drug case to solicit money from Trelawney woman granted bail. 3 former police officers and a serving member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, accused of soliciting money and using a fake document to deceive a Trelawney woman that she was being investigated for drug trafficking, was each granted $2 million bail. The defendants were charged on Tuesday with facilitating the commission of a serious offense by a criminal organization, forgery, authoring forged document, and perverting the course of justice. They were granted bail by Justice Dayton Pusey in the Home Circuit Court. The accused are James Dawes, a former detective sergeant, former detective corporal Tamila Anderson, former detective constable Shane Givens, and constable Lakari Barrett. All were attached to the Police Firearms and Narcotics Investigations Division. Except for Barrett, the other accused have since resigned from the force. As part of their bail conditions, the defendants are prohibited from being seen in Trelawney and must report to the police 3 times per week. Stop orders have also been imposed, and they were ordered to surrender all traffic documents. Attorney-at-law Chadwick Berry and Christopher Thousand are representing the accused, who are scheduled to return to court on May 21. According to allegations in 2023, the 4 officers approached the complainant with a document claiming that she was suspected of drug trafficking and she was taken into custody and detained. Shortly afterward, the complainant's mother alleged she received a call from the policeman who stated that her daughter would be released if money was paid. The complainant was later released without being charged. It is being alleged that the document presented to the woman regarding the drug trafficking case was fake. A subsequent complaint was made to the Police Inspectorate and Professional Standard Oversight Bureau, which launched an investigation. It was reportedly discovered that the 4 accused had prepared the forged document used to release the woman from custody. St. James man accused of assaulting wife and daughter has case settled at mediation. A St. James man accused of assaulting his wife and daughter in the streets of Montego Bay had his case settled through mediation when he appeared in the St. James Parish Court on Wednesday. James has been charged with 2 counts of assault occasioning bodily harm. According to court documents in January this year, James encountered his wife and daughter on the St. James Street, where he proceeded to verbally abuse his daughter, alleging that she was siding with her mother in a dispute between him and his spouse. The mother then stepped in, leading to a heated argument between her and James that rapidly escalated. The complainants were in the process of boarding a taxi when James reportedly attempted to hit his daughter. The mother intervened and was punched in the face by James, prompting her to retaliate. In a bid to protect her mother, the daughter intervened and James grabbed her by the neck, the court document stated, adding that amidst the ongoing commotion, onlookers were forced to step in to quell the disturbance. The matter was reported to the police and James was arrested and charged. On previous mentioned date, the case was referred to mediation, with a subsequent update provided to the court on Wednesday indicating that the parties have reached a settlement. Presiding Judge Cassian Grant Price scheduled a follow-up hearing for April 23 to confirm James' compliance with the terms of agreement. St. Elizabeth to get new animal pound by May. St. Elizabeth is to get a new animal pound by the end of May. Local Government Minister Desmond McKenzie made the announcement during the monthly meeting of the St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation. McKenzie said the pound will help the corporation in efforts to rid the streets of stray animals. St. Elizabeth to get new animal pound by May. St. Elizabeth is to get a new animal pound by the end of May. Local Government Minister Desmond McKenzie made the announcement during the monthly meeting of the St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation. McKenzie said the pound will help the corporation in efforts to rid the streets of stray animals. Battle signs. This month's meeting of the St. James Municipal Corporation descended into a shouting match on Thursday over the removal of signs and banners from the city's street promoting People's National Party PNP candidates for the next general election. The matter started smudging on Monday when workmen began taking down the signs along the roads in the municipality after Montego Bay Mayor Richard Vernon Jamaica Labour Party Montego Bay South Division last week gave an end-of-week deadline for unsanctioned signs to be removed and their owners billed. He also said that the removal will be done irrespective of the political affiliation but his pronouncement angered PNP candidates and officials. Among the signs removed on Monday were some promoting the PNP Dr. Andrew Horton, who is seeking to wrest the St. James West Central constituency from Marlene Malahou Ford to the ruling Jamaica Labour Party, and opposition Senator Janice Allen, who was battling the JLP Harold Clark in St. James Central. On Thursday, as the municipal corporation meeting took the agenda item new business, just before adjournment, Councillor Kerry Thomas, People's National Party Mount Salem Division, rose to address the burning issue, directing his comment to the mayor, who chaired the council. I noticed you mentioned in your presentation regarding political science, and Mr. Chairman, I just want to say to you, you are wrong. You are wrong in the approach you're taking, Thomas stated. However, before he could proceed further, he was interrupted by Councillor Charles Sinclair JLP Montego Bay, Northeast Division, who rose on a point of order. The point of order is that the issue is one that a full council meeting determined, and what the mayor did was merely to make the announcement on it, Sinclair declared. If Councillor Thomas would have made himself available, then he would realize that once a council decision is made, then there is no possibility of any amendment to it, he declared. Sinclair said that the PNP caucus was fully represented at the meeting on Wednesday, and there were no objections raised then. The matter should not be entertained, and with that, unless he has something else to say, I am going to move for an adjournment, Sinclair declared. However, his comments enraged the PNP councillors, who began accusing their political opponents of being bullies, given their councillor Thomas had not finished his point. No, 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 what kind of bully business is this? Minor leader councillor Michael Through PNP division shouted. Thomas followed with that, what kind of kangaroo business this is? Both sides traded bars for a while before the mayor regained control of the meeting, following which he sought to address the matter Thomas has raised, saying, "We have ratified the minutes of the meeting earlier in the discussion, and in this meeting, you all say A, so the point of order is you can't raise it again." That, though, sparked another verbal exchange between both sides, and subsequently, the adjournment was accepted, ending the meeting. However, the way the matter was handled did not sit well with the PNP councillors, and they repeated his accusation in a subsequent interview with reporters. What they are trying to do is to bully us, and the mayor knows he's wrong, and they're bullying us. You see what transpired a while ago in the mayor adjournment of the meeting when Councillor Kerry Thomas, who was on his feet, this bullies him, and I don't support it, and it is going to take it further, he vowed. Thomas was equally strident with the reporters with whom he spoke. As a single corporation to be just taking down the banner or the billboard of the People's National Party candidate in the JLP Council is deliberate and also political, as we can see, he noted. He also hit out at the mayor's remark about the ratification of minutes, declaring that there was none to ratify. Ratification is foolishness. You can't have a meeting yesterday and you want to vote on a minute that you have been circulated as yet. That doesn't make any sense to me. So the mayor need to go back to the drawing board, Thomas noted. You can't ratify a minute that no member of the council has gotten to review, he added. Mayor Vernon, however, held firm to his position. For us, campaign period, we're seeing it different from the impending election. There is the law, there are attorneys, and there is a court, he declared. So if the minority in our council believe that we're being unlawful in our actions, there is a place they can take it up, and we await their action, he noted. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.